Ready.
Hi, in this week's video, Module 5, we are going to talk about goals that agencies or companies have long-term. My name's Macy, and I have Dee Dee with me. She is an assistant manager at Kroger here in Louisville, Kentucky. What is something your company wants to accomplish within the next 12 months?
Well, we are currently working on a new union contract. So all of our workers are part of the union right now. They have very set pay scales, and we're starting to see that they're not competitive enough in their rates. So we are working on a new contract, and we're hoping by this summer or within the next 12 months, we'll be able to get everybody a little bit higher starting pay and give all of our seasoned employees a little bit better benefits as well.
What about in the next 3 years? Something you all might accomplish within the next 3 years?
3 years, one thing we're starting to work on now is getting a delivery service. So this year we actually did a partnership with Instacart. We've been partnering with them, so right now people can go on our app, and when they do their grocery order, they can either choose pickup or delivery. So if they choose pickup, our employees in our pickup department do all the picking for them. It gets ready here in the store. If they choose delivery, it actually contracts out to Instacart as a third party. Now then, Instacart has their own employees. They send them here. We have nothing to do with them. They do their shopping and deliver it on their own. So with the partnership, we are also looking to take over that on our own in the next few years, so that we'll just have our own delivery service and not have to pay for that extra partnership.
Okay. And same question, just 5 years. What are you going to accomplish within the next 5 years?
So the biggest plan we have going on right now, a new initiative, it's called Zero Hunger, Zero Waste. So we partnered up with Dare to Care. We're doing a lot of things around donating food. All of our bad produce now goes to compost. And one of the big things that we're going to do by 2025 is go bagless. So we'll have all reusable shopping bags. Customers will either be able to purchase them here or bring their own bags in, but just to help with the plastic and recycling.
I feel like you already answered this next question. How are you going to achieve them? You said you had partnered up with Dare to Care, and you had mentioned some other things. Is there anything else, any other ways you plan on achieving them that you haven't mentioned yet?
Some of the things are advertising, as far as like the delivery and the going bagless. We have to communicate that to everybody so that they know what's happening. And then a lot of the other things will just be working out bugs, extra labor for the delivery service, but we hope that it'll bring our sales up and that'll kind of even out.
How are you going to fund these changes?
Same thing, just looking, the more we advertise and the more we tell everybody, hey, Kroger has delivery now. Walmart's not doing that yet. I don't know of any other grocery store really that is. So hopefully that'll bring us a lot more business because they'll choose us over those other stores. And that should hopefully account for the extra labor. And at the end of the day, even if we do pay a little bit of extra labor, if we get more customers here, then they become loyal to us, and in the end it works out.
What challenges do you think you or your company will face in implementing these initiatives?
So the first one, union contract, it's always a challenge. We have their lawyers, our lawyers, they go back and forth. Do we agree on this? And we always come to it eventually, but just that negotiation in itself is a challenge. On the delivery service, like I said, we're with Instacart right now. We're kind of seeing the bugs. We're seeing what happens. We're seeing that not every delivery time can be filled because that shopper takes longer than they thought, or they miss some items. So we're kind of trying to look at those challenges while it's not under our brand, and then hopefully by the time we get our own system going, we'll have worked a lot of that out. And then on the going bagless, the biggest challenge will be the customers not liking it. They might not want to have to bring their own bags. They might not want to bag their own items. So things like that, there might be a lot of pushback with customers, but at the end of the day, we're doing it for the community. We're doing it to stop all this waste of plastic around the world and things like that. So the importance outweighs
maybe
the negative.
With your delivery service, are you going to need bags? What about that? Because with the delivery service, are you just going to take their groceries with no bags, or maybe do the bagless before the delivery service, and then when you deliver, maybe they pay an extra $1 or $2 for a bag that is reusable when you deliver it?
That's a very good question. I don't know if that's been really thought about yet, but that's a good option. We do have, right now when they pick people's orders, they all go in these black totes, plastic totes. Right now we bag them and put them in the totes, but that could be an option. We could just take it all to their house in the totes and unload it right into, something like that.
And that'll be a good idea.
Yeah, so, or, we might just have to tell the customer up front, hey, do you have somebody that can help or something you can bring out that I can load all this onto?
Right.
Things like that, but it's a good question.
Thank you. That is it. Thank you for participating in my interview.
All right.
This is Destiny. She works here at Kroger in Louisville, Kentucky in the floral department. She is the floral lead and floral specialist. She has been here for how long?
7.5 years.
7.5 years. What is something that you want your company or your department to accomplish within the next 12 months?
I would like us to accomplish better sales due to having low sales in the last couple of months, of course, due to COVID. And that's my big goal for the next 12 months.
What about in the next 3 years? Something that you all will complete in the next 3 years?
I would like all of us to meet new customers who quickly become regulars that I have a growing relationship with through the business.
And what is something you want your company or department to accomplish within the next 5 years?
I personally would like to grow as a leader and to be able to look back and see that the company has come as far as it has, and my department was a big impact on that. I would like my department to be one of the main impacts on that, because right now we're one of the lower impacts.
How do you think you're going to grow as a leader? How are you going to achieve that?
I believe that I'm going to achieve that.
Like, what are some things that you might be able to work on to improve your leadership skills?
I feel like that I will be able to work on better communication. I also like to have a really good relationship with the people that I work with. I have 3 people in my area, and as long as I have a good relationship with them, then I feel like they back me up on everything. They help me out with my sales. I want them to care as much as I care. I don't want it to be a temporary thing for them to not really care that much and just go on with their day when they leave here. I want them to think as much as I do, care as much as I do, and try to accomplish the same goals I would like to accomplish and have their own regulars that come in here.
Well, thank you for that. That's it. Why do I think the answers from the staff and the chief are the same or different? The 2 people I interviewed, I believe that the responses they gave me were different, because from a management standpoint, they might have a different perspective out on the goals that they set for themselves. And for Destiny, who was the floral lead, the associate, her goals might not be as large as managers' goals might be, because managers, in my opinion, look at the company as a whole. Instead of just their department, a specific department that someone is assigned to. I also think they're different because I feel like managers might know more about the company itself, because they do, all the paperwork and the meetings and all of this other stuff they do as managers. And for Destiny, since she works in the floral department, her goals might be, for solely focused on either her department or like herself or customer interaction. Managers need to as well, but I believe that managers do less customer interaction than some associates do. What would I do to ensure that staff understand the long-term strategy? If I was in a management position, I would definitely ensure a plan and a strategy. I would have to consistently implement these goals and strategies that I have come up with my team. I feel like if you consistently and repetitively mention the goals and the plans and the strategies that you've come up with, then it gives your team a vision of what could be. And I could also call weekly meetings or monthly meetings with my team to make sure that they understand that I haven't lost my vision, and neither should they. And we could go over, like, if we need new strategies because, like, if things haven't changed, then maybe we can come up with new strategies during the meetings that I call. Or I could, I guess, send out papers, of papers that say the strategies and stuff like that when I send them home with it. And then maybe even have them do a little bit of homework and have them write goals for their department and themselves and for the company as a whole that they want to see gets changed and improved. And yeah, thank you for watching my video this week. Stay tuned till next week's video.